Right, back in the house today. Had the weekend off. Decided to take a bit of time just to chill out and not do a great deal. It wasn't a very nice weekend. It was quite cold really through the day. 8-9 degrees. It was wet and windy, so it wasn't nice. So we just decided to spend the afternoons indoors, got the fire going, and watched a lot of sort of restoration programmes for a bit of inspiration and homework, as Becky called it. So yeah, it was nice to have a little bit of time out. So I'm going to crack on today. Going to get this back wall finished. I've got roughly a wall and a half to do. Should be taking me 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to attempt to achieve something that I've yet managed to achieve, which was finish something that I said that I was going to do in the day. But I'm pretty certain we'll get it done. I've done sort of 2.5 of these walls now, so I know roughly how long we're going to take. It's just chimed 2, so I'm happy to work till 7ish, so we should comfortably get it done. Get these back walls done, render off, it'll start drying out instantly, and ready for later on in the year, and hopefully get some water back on it, get it pointed up. But we'll see how it dries out. We'll see how we get on with other things as well, because obviously we need to kind of try and remedy stuff behind the wall before we start sticking mortar back on it. So but anyway, that's for another time. So I'm going to carry on with this wall now, and I'm not going to say we'll see how far we get, because we are going to get it done. Watch this space. I'll take a second, and you can actually see on this wall from the camera angle, you can see where it's all shiny and what have you. It's actually physically damp. It's got water on it. You can feel it. I don't know whether you can see, the making marks in it. As I rub my hand across it, and basically it stops there, and then upwards it's drier. It's obviously just that level where the ground is outside. It's obviously the render's obviously that much colder, and there's that condensation on it. It's just obviously so much more damp behind there than what it is above. So it's just interesting to see how that difference, where it almost stops there and then above it it's much drier. So imperative that we get sorted, do what we can behind to try and alleviate the problem. Oh yeah. Oh, lovely wet morning. So it forced me inside this morning, away from the garden. But you know, we'll get around to that another day. Just gonna have an hour in here this morning, get a bit more of this wall done, and hopefully get it finished early afternoon. And if it dries up, we'll step outside and do a bit more to the front of the house. So we'll crack on without further ado, and you know, see where we get to. Right, I've got these walls done, all the back wall and that end wall. I want to do a bit on these walls now. It's still raining outside, so I'm struggling to do much else really. I've got a bit of a problem with the sections underneath the windows, because they're only 10-12 centimetres deep. They're basically single sort of brick thickness. I don't really want to take the render off at this side, you know, it's kind of keeping it all gelled and in one place. Obviously it's off at the other side. So for now I think I need to leave it where it is. You know, it'll probably be when the time comes, I'll maybe put some battens across from the outside, across the wall, and then, you know, kind of repoint and reset everything at this side first, let that cure, and then repoint the outside. I may even build up another thickness on the inside, because in these recesses here, it's obviously below that is the main wall, a much thicker wall, so I could technically come up and make it interlock it into the walls at either side. I'll probably put some ties between, you know, and do it that way. I don't know yet, but it's something I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave the render on the sections of walls underneath the window and on each side, just so it's kind of tied in. I'm going to take it down at each side up to sort of sill level. I'll take this off behind me, and then again take the render down each side to sill level, and then eventually we'll go that way. We'll do the wall there that's been got a nice green streak on it. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to do that now. just noticed something on the difference between this side of the pillar and that side, where they put the render on, and that side they put it pretty much put it on straight onto the pillar itself, and on this side it's almost like they've used thin pieces of stone, slate looking, you know, along the face before putting the render on. It's almost like they needed to space it out, thicken it, maybe to make an even recess, I don't know. What I quickly want to do is just peel off this this first board that's nearest the wall. I've got a little one here just in this recess. I've got a little piece of that came off. Alright. I was going to say a little piece of skirting board to take off to allow me to take this up and then take this board off. They do kind of interlock. It's not tongue and groove. I think looking at it, it's just got like a little cutout in the corner of the board, on one corner of the board, and that locks into the next one. If I get this board out, I can just pull this one and lift it. It's rotten in this far corner. The rest of the board doesn't look too bad. But we'll be careful and hopefully it'll come out easy. I just want to see really where the end of the wall is and just have a look at the top of the wall underneath, you know, where I can't, obviously where the, I mean it's all in one piece obviously, but I can't see this level below. It's just out of curiosity really, and we'll see what happens. It's going to come up easy because it's not in very good condition. I'm just going to put this into the light, then I can show you the edge of the board, so I can tell you what I mean, you know, show you what I mean by how they interlock. You know, I'll give you a quick look at the board as well. I brought this board outside so you can see it a bit better. You can see here, this is the groove, the cutout that I was talking about. They've just taken a little, I don't know, 7-8mm little piece out of there, just so they can interlock and obviously butt up, you know, pretty flush. The board itself is probably around an inch thick. It's quite a substantial board really, but unfortunately this one, because it's been close to the wall, isn't in the best condition. I'll just show you a couple of areas where it started to decay and there's quite a bit of worm in, etc. That board off, it's revealed the end of the joists, floor joists, and the top of the wall from downstairs. I'm going to clear off this rubble and debris and bits and pieces and sweep it off so we can see it all clearly. Then I'll bring the camera in closer and just let you have a look at how this is set up. Because at the moment it's a bit unclear. I think what that was a piece of wood they put in underneath this windowsill here in this recess to basically bolt down to screw down the little pieces of floorboards to, but it's just, you know, it's rotted away. The boards that were on top of here, the other couple of boards that were missing, were completely rotten. There's just nothing left of them, so just get it out of the way. So basically this is the upper wall, this is the lower wall, the downstairs wall. Distance between here and here is between sort of 10 and 15 centimetres. So it just gives you an idea of what I'm talking about when I say that the downstairs wall is wider than the upstairs one. Right, well we've got all of the front sort of top, lower 2/3 of the render stripped off the front of the building now. Obviously got the top third to do. I don't fancy getting up the ladders today, to be honest. So I'm going to do this corner, this last section up until the gate that goes into the courtyard. It's going to be a bit fiddly, this one, because there's a lot of cement render on it, so a bit more tough going. But we'll chip away at it, as I keep saying, and just have a couple of hours now. We're getting late in the afternoon. It's looking a bit grey, but hopefully it'll stay dry. If not, I'll just go back inside. So we'll carry on, see where we get to. Quickly show you here, quite a common thing you find with these stone walls, or I found here. They'll put little pieces of old sort of terracotta roof tile in the gaps to fill the gaps out before putting the mortar on, you know, just to reduce the amount of mortar they have to put in. You know, it's just quite often, you know, I see it quite often. It's just quite normal. But just thought I'd show you in case you were wondering what those orange bits were. So now you know. Come in. Come on. Come on then. Come on. I'm going to carry on this afternoon and get this section of water, of render off. It's later cement render, it's really hard, it's not nice at all. It's going to take hours to get off. I've just kind of got the bit between my teeth. I want to get this wall done. So it's going to take me ages, but you'll see it in probably about a minute time lapse, so lucky you. But I want to get it off. You know, the wall behind it's really damp. It's not doing the wall any favours whatsoever. Some lovely stone behind, some really nice pieces. So while the rain holds off, we shall stay outside and crack on with this wall, and as I've said before, if it starts to rain we'll go back inside and do a bit more on the inside of the house, so win-win really. What we've got here is a lovely piece of, one big piece of stone forming the surround at this side, so I'm going to be really careful with the render and see if we can keep this intact. So hopefully you can see, come inside to show you what I was talking about these big pieces of stone either side of the window. See, obviously this huge one here coming down. There's another one here, it's a bit obscured by some render, which I'm going to clear that off. Big stone across, one at the front going across as well. So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm having difficulty clearing some of the cement render off along the front, is see if I can just go in this way and clear out what's on the top here of this kind of windowsill. Clear off the bits around the side and see if we can get anywhere, make it a little bit easier that way, till we can get to the front sort of lip. Not sure how it's going to go, but we'll give it a try, and once I can find my chisel, because I appear to have lost it. So yeah, see how we get on. Right, I've done quite a bit of the front here on this corner. I've just got a little bit around the window recess to do, and the door. Obviously it's all hard concrete, so that's going to be a pain. I've done quite a bit of it today, so I'm going to kind of wind up here, have an hour, and do this wall behind me, because it's going to be easy. It's all the old kind of line based render. A lot of it's coming off, just pull most of it off by hand, so it should be really straightforward. Yeah, and it's going to transform this wall, so we'll have an hour and call it a day.